Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to the hearth. There's a certain magic in the air this time of year, a quiet whisper that calls us to slow down, to surround ourselves with beauty, and to reconnect with the comforting rhythms of the past. Today, we are embracing that feeling wholeheartedly as we explore the world of Grandmillennial Christmas decor. This isn't about trends that come and go, it's about curating a space that feels like a warm, nostalgic hug, filled with the stories of Christmases past and the gentle joy of the present. If you've ever found solace in the delicate pattern of your grandmother's china or felt a thrill at a flea market find, then you are in the right place. So, brew a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's begin. And if this sounds like your kind of magic, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a moment of our cozy creations together. So, what exactly is Grandmillennial style? Imagine if your grandmother's most cherished sitting room had a thoughtful conversation with your modern-day living space. It's a beautiful, intentional blend of inherited elegance and contemporary comfort. It's blue and white transferware next to your smart speaker. It's a delicate, tatted lace doily beneath a sleek, modern vase. This style rejects the stark and the minimalist in favor of the layered, the personal, and the deeply comforting. It's about surrounding yourself with pieces that have a soul, that whisper tales of family, love, and tradition, creating an atmosphere that isn't just seen, but is truly felt in your heart. Let's talk about color. Forget the loud and the neon, the Grandmillennial palette is a soft, whispered sonnet. We're drawing inspiration from faded heirlooms and vintage illustrations. Think creamy ivories, the softest blush pinks, buttery yellows, serene celadone greens, and hazy, powder blues. These are the colors that feel like a cherished memory. Imagine your tree adorned in this gentle spectrum, or your table set with these hues. It immediately lowers the volume of the world and creates a serene, almost storybook-like backdrop for your holiday celebrations. It's elegant, it's timeless, and it provides the perfect canvas for the textures and treasures we'll be adding. The dining table is the undisputed stage for our holiday gatherings, and for the Grandmillennial, it's a place to tell a story. We begin with a foundation of texture, a vintage linen tablecloth, perhaps with a delicate monogram, or a simple burlap runner for a touch of rustic charm. Then, we layer. Mix and match your china. Don't be afraid to pair floral patterns with stripes or gingham. Use your good silver, let it sparkle beside crystal water goblets. The goal isn't perfection, but personality. This is where memories are made, over a meal served on plates that have seen decades of laughter and love. One of the most joyful tenets of this style is the liberation from matching sets. We are not afraid of pattern. In fact, we celebrate it. The key is to find a common thread, often through your color palette. A vibrant floral plate can sit beautifully next to a blue and white striped bowl. A checkered napkin can play wonderfully against a lace tablecloth. Visualize this: a stack of plates, each with a different but complementary pattern, creates a sense of abundance and collected charm. It tells your guests that this home is lived in, loved in, and every piece has been chosen with heart. The Christmas tree is our magnum opus, a living tapestry of our story. We're stepping away from the themed tree and embracing the collected tree. Start with classic, warm white fairy lights for a soft, ambient glow. Then, we begin the layering. Think of a box of vintage glass ornaments, their mercury glass slightly faded, catching the light with a soft shimmer. Add in delicate tinsel icicles, strands of popcorn and cranberries, and perhaps a cherished paper chain made by little hands. This tree isn't decorated, it's curated, with each ornament holding a precious memory. Let's zoom in on those ornaments. This is where the soul of your tree truly shines. It's the delicate bird with a feathered tail from your grandmother's collection, the slightly lopsided clay reindeer your child made in kindergarten, the souvenir from a special trip. There's no such thing as an ornament that doesn't go. Their collective, beautiful chaos is what makes the tree uniquely yours. As you hang each one, take a moment. Remember the story, feel the connection. This practice transforms a simple task into a beautiful, annual ritual of remembrance and gratitude. To keep our decor from feeling too precious, we must invite nature inside. This brings a vital, untamed energy to our elegant spaces. Gather clippings of cedar, pine, and fir. Their fresh, crisp scent is the very aroma of Christmas. Tuck them into mantelpieces, drape them over picture frames, and lay them as a base for your centerpiece. Add pine cones, dried orange slices, and bundles of cinnamon sticks. These organic elements provide texture, fragrance, and a connection to the natural world outside your window, grounding our pretty patterns in something real and earthy. There is a particular, poetic beauty in dried botanicals that feels inherently grandmillennial. They carry the colors and textures of a bygone season. Create a stunning centerpiece with hydrangeas dried to a soft, parchment hue. Bundle wheat sheaves for a symbol of abundance. And my personal favorite, drying your own citrus. Slices of oranges and lemons, slowly dried in the oven, become translucent, jewel-like decorations. String them for garlands or pile them in a wooden bowl. They add a warm, vibrant, and wonderfully old-fashioned touch that is both elegant and economical. Comfort is paramount. This is achieved through an artful layering of textiles that beg to be touched. Drape a chunky, cable-knit throw over the arm of your favorite armchair. Swap out modern pillows for ones in needlepoint, crewel embroidery, or classic toile patterns. Imagine a velvet pillow in a muted sage green next to a floral linen one. On the beds, layer quilts and coverlets, perhaps one that was hand-stitched by a relative. These fabrics add visual weight and a palpable sense of warmth, making every corner of your home feel like a sanctuary. Lighting is everything. We are banning harsh overhead lights and embracing the glow. The warm, twinkling lights on the tree are your foundation. Then, we add layers of ambient light. Use table lamps with fabric shades to cast a soft, diffused pool of light. But the most magical element is, without a doubt, candlelight. Use real candles in safe holders on the mantle, or invest in incredibly realistic battery-operated ones for worry-free ambience. This flickering, gentle light smooths every edge, makes colors richer, and creates the dreamy, nostalgic atmosphere we're yearning for. Our walls deserve a little holiday magic, too. While a beautiful, fresh greenery wreath on the door is a classic, let's think beyond it. Hang a vintage-inspired tapestry or a quilt as a festive wall hanging. Create a gallery wall of antique Christmas postcards or botanical prints framed in ornate gold. You could even hang a collection of decorative plates, a classic Grandmillennial move. These elements draw the eye upward, adding depth and interest to your rooms and reinforcing that curated, collected over time feeling that is so central to this style. The scent of your home is its invisible welcome mat. Let's make it unforgettable. Instead of synthetic sprays, let's create scent the old-fashioned way. Simmer a pot of water on the stove with orange peels, cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, and a sprig of rosemary. This creates an aromatic, all-natural fragrance that wafts through your entire home. Complement this with naturally scented candles in scents like balsam fir, sandalwood, or vanilla. This olfactory layer is powerfully nostalgic, capable of instantly transporting us back to our happiest holiday memories. A core principle of Grandmillennial style is the creation of small, intentional displays, or vignettes. Look at your bookshelves, your console table, your mantle. Style a small tray with a vintage clock, a sprig of greenery, and a framed family photo. Stack a few old books and top them with a small vase of dried flowers. These are not just decorations, they are little pockets of poetry scattered throughout your home. They invite a closer look, they tell a microstory, and they make your space feel deeply personal and thoughtfully composed. Even your bar cart can get a Grandmillennial makeover, becoming a focal point of festive cheer. Start with a beautiful cut glass decanter set for your favorite spirits. Use vintage cocktail glasses, coupes or crystal tumblers. Add small, decorative elements, a tiny wreath around the decanter's neck, a bowl of polished glass ornaments, or a small framed print. It's not just about the drinks, it's about the ceremony and the style of serving. This setup promises good conversation and joyful toasts in the most elegant of settings. You don't need a house full of antiques to achieve this look. Often, all it takes is one singular, powerful heritage piece. This could be your grandmother's ceramic Christmas tree that lights up, a set of linen napkins with hand-embroidered holly leaves, or a well-loved edition of A Christmas Carol. Place this item in a position of honor. Let it be the star. Build a small display around it. This one piece, brimming with history and personal significance, will imbue your entire home with a sense of legacy and soul that no new purchase ever could. Let's extend this cozy philosophy to the room where your guests will stay. This is where you can make someone feel truly cherished. Place a small, fresh wreath on the door. On the bedside table, arrange a carafe of water and a crystal glass, a small stack of classic books, and perhaps a tiny vase of flowers. Ensure there are extra blankets and pillows. These small, elegant touches show your guests that you've thought of their comfort, transforming a simple room into a welcoming, nostalgic retreat they'll never want to leave. In our digital age, the handwritten note is a powerful and personal grandmillennial touch. Use beautiful, classic Christmas stationery for your gift tags, writing the recipient's name in your best cursive. Set your table with place cards, calligraphed by hand. This small act of taking the time to write by hand conveys care, intention, and a connection to a slower, more gracious time. It's a detail that will be noticed and appreciated, adding an irreplaceable layer of personal warmth to your holiday presentation. This style isn't about buying everything, it's about making and doing. Engage in simple, satisfying crafts that yield beautiful results. String popcorn and cranberries for a classic, old-world garland. Create pomander balls by studding oranges with cloves. They look and smell divine. Dip pine cones in a little glue and glitter for a touch of subtle sparkle. These activities are meditative and joyful, and the results are decorations filled with the pride of your own hands, the true beginnings of your own family's heirlooms. And so, my dear friends, we come to the end of our cozy journey. A Grandmillennial Christmas isn't about a strict set of rules or a massive budget, it's a philosophy. It's about choosing charm over coldness, personality over perfection, and memory over mass production. It's in the gentle glow of candlelight, the softness of a well-loved quilt, and the story held in a single, vintage ornament. This Christmas, I encourage you to slow down, to look at the treasures you already have, and to build a holiday atmosphere that feels uniquely, authentically, and beautifully you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this video inspired you, please give it a thumbs up and share your own Grandmillennial touches in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Until next time, from my cozy home to yours, Merry Christmas, and happy decorating.